Should you roll this banner? Yes. Thanks for watching and good luck.
All jokes aside, I'm pretty sure all of you are going to be rolling for W and Weedy anyway, so there's no point of making this video, but we're going to do it anyway. You may also be wondering, whose voice is this? Well, it's my voice. I have been wanting to use my voice for quite a while now, and we've almost hit 3k subscribers. That's crazy, and I think that's a lot of subscribers. And I think now's the time to do it. Although I do cringe at myself doing it, but hey, as they say, YOLO! So as you know, we have 3 new operators coming, W, Weedy and Elysium. And I saw what you did in the comments after I said stop asking me when W comes out. So I'm gonna completely ignore asking that shit again. And a little heads up, this banner is a limited time banner. W is a limited time operator, just like Neon. So I'm gonna give you this information, you can pause and read it if you want. If this is your first time rolling on a limited time banner, you should give it a read, so pause the video if you want. Okay, now that's out of the way, let's take a look at what these operators do, starting with W. And here she is, your 6-star waifu. Yo, and maintenance is going to be wild as hell tomorrow. So W is our new 6-star sniper. She's our second limited time operator for global. So if you want to get her, now is the time. You should always try and get limited time operators in my opinion. W is actually really cool for what she's capable of doing for an AoE sniper operator. So yeah, let's get into the talents. Starting with the first talent. At E2, she's able to get 60% physical and arts dodge while also being less likely to be targeted by enemies. Which basically means she gets a lot more survivability. You're able to place her in a lot more risky places without her getting killed, and it's really good on a sniper as well. And then a second talent causes stunned enemies to take increased physical damage. So basically all of W's skills give stuns anyway, so you're popping off with this talent all the time. So operators with a lot of stuns, like Bibik for example, can take so much advantage from talents like this. Next we have King of Hearts. This is basically her go-to all-reliable skill, but it's kind of expensive to use because the SP cost is so much for what it does. It deals physical damage and stuns the enemy for sure, but comparing that to someone like Meteorite, it really doesn't do too much to be fair for the SP cost. Her S2 is called Jack in a Box. It's an auto trigger skill, it's really spammable because of the low SP cost. Basically what she does, she buries a mine within attack range. And when enemies walk past it, it'll detonate, dealing a bunch of physical damage and stunning them for 2 seconds in an AoE radius. It's a really cool skill, but the only downfall is that you have to rely on RNG, so the mines can be placed pretty poorly sometimes, so you have to watch out for that. And lastly we have a skill, D12, this is her last skill. It's a manual trigger skill, it has a high SP cost 45, it's the highest SP cost out of her skills. Basically what it does, it places bombs up to 4 enemies, in range of course, and the bombs will detonate dealing a bunch of physical damage and stunning the enemies nearby. It has a really big stun time at M3, like up to 5 seconds, that is a lot of stun. And if placed correctly, like if you strategically place it, you can clear waves so easily with this skill. But the only drawback is the big SP cost. If this skill had a lower SP cost, it would be so good. But if used strategically, it is such a good skill to use. Overall, she's a pretty strong AoE sniper when put in the right situation. She can deal a lot of damage, she can stun the enemy, apply hard CC, she can support your squad with her talent with the additional physical damage, and she's W, she is waifu material. Okay, now we have Weedy. And can I just shout out to all those Weedy fans out there, because she's the real waifu in this banner, she's so cute. Alright, so Weedy is probably that one operator I'm most excited for in this banner. She's so fun to use and so strong. So Weedy is our new 6-star specialist, who specialises in the push strat, like for example Fita and Shaw, but she also deals a bunch of damage as well. But what sets her apart the most is that she's able to deploy a water cannon that can push enemies in multiple areas. So Weedy can be pushing enemies away from somewhere on the map, and water cannon can be pushing enemies away elsewhere. So basically that's her first talent, and Weedy's second talent allows the push force of the water cannon to be increased, while also recovering SP if it's deployed next to Weedy. Alright, onto the skills. So Weedy's S1 is a basic push skill. It's an auto trigger, low SP cost, it deals a bunch of damage to be fair for the low SP cost, and of course it pushes enemies and stuns them for a bit. It's a really easy skill to use if you just need a basic pushing skill. So for Weedy's S2 water cannon mode, it basically increases her attack range and changes her range attacks to splash damage permanently. It's an infinite duration skill, so it's going to have the high SP cost, and it's at the cost of a lower push force as well, so it's more lean towards like the DPS than pushing. Now with Weedy's S3 is the one to be excited about. It's actually so good. She literally pushes the enemy into the moon and kills them. They will not survive. So basically what the skill does, she's able to push all the enemies in a line with a big amount of force, like a big force, but she also deals a bunch of true damage at the same time, depending on how far they move. But what also makes this so good, it applies to her water cannon as well. So you're able to deploy the water cannon besides Weedy and push the enemies like literally into oblivion and dealing some stupid damage. It's really fun to use. The only real bad things for Weedy is that you need some really good positioning for her. You need the space for her and the water cannon, and you need a straight line obviously when you're using S3, so you can get more true damage. But other than that, she's actually so fun to use. She's a really cool push operator, and I definitely think she's one worth rolling for. Now lastly, the one truly worth rolling for, Elysium. So, the new husbando is here, and he is good. He is literally good as fuck, and very worth rolling for if you need a vanguard, a support vanguard. Elysium is our new 5-star vanguard. He's similar to how Myrtle works, he cannot block enemies while activating a skill. So first, his talent is basically dedicated towards sniper support. It increases their attack speed and reduces their deployment cost of all sniper operators. So if you love them sniper strats, then he's definitely one to go for. His S1 is currently the best DP recovery skill in the game at the moment. It's pretty self-explanatory why. So if you need a operator like Myrtle just for DP recovery, then you should definitely use Elysium. But his S2 is where he really shines. Elysium is able to gradually gain 20 DP, and he can lock on to up to 4 enemies and decrease their movement speed by 60%. If that's not enough, he decreases their defense by 35% and removes stealth effects. And that's the kind of utility you want on a support vanguard. He can decrease defense, movement speed, gain DP and remove stealth. That is really strong and really worth rolling for, guys. Elysium is definitely one to get. If you're looking just for a 5-star, then try and get him. Try and get him even if you're not going to roll a lot on this banner, because he's really worth it. Now then, is this banner worth rolling?
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
All the operators in this banner are really awesome and unique to their given role. W is a great AoE sniper, which is also limited, so you need to get your waifus right. Elysium is an amazing 5-star utility vanguard which can support you to your death pretty much. He's easy to get as well, everyone can get him if you roll on the banner. And Weedy, well, she just kills people with a water gun, so I definitely think you should roll on this banner 100%. And make sure you tell me what you get, okay? I know many of you want W, and I wish you good luck, especially those dedicated W fans who have been saving for the longest time. Also, what do you think about using my actual voice on videos now? I have been wanting to do this for the longest time, and it's made my life a lot more easier, because I don't have to use a TTS script anymore, which is a godsend, actually. Any feedback is welcome. If you think I still need subtitles because apparently I'm hard to understand, then let me know in the comments. And yeah, anyhow, I'll see you when W drops, I guess. So thanks for watching and good luck.